Good evening, everyone. This is the personal chef, Renee, also known as Eating with Food for Thought Roberts. Today I'm coming to you with the video. It's not about cooking food to feed your body. It's about feeding your soul. I was having a conversation a few nights ago with a young lady, and this young lady, she was about 62, 63. I'm 68. She was about 62, 63, and she was telling me about her granddaughter. And she told me that her granddaughter was being very rude and disrespectful. And I'm thinking that this granddaughter is probably about 10, 11, 12, something like that. And I said, how old is your granddaughter? She says, 25. I said, really? I said, 25? I said, and she is being rude and disrespectful to her grandmother? I said, what does her mom have to say about this? She said her mother doesn't like it. She said she does the same thing with her mother. And she said, I didn't raise her mother to be rude and disrespectful to her elders, to her grandparents, to her aunts, her uncles, her older cousins. She said, I didn't raise my daughter like that. She said, but her daughter feels it's okay to talk crazy to me, to say anything she wants to me, and that I'm just supposed to accept it. And I said, well, what did you say to the granddaughter? I said, because I think it would have been different if it would have been me. I said, but what did you say to your granddaughter? And she said, I told her, you're being very rude. You're being very disrespectful. And she told me, I'm grown. I do what I want to do. You don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me what to say. And I said, you know what? I said, it would have been a problem with me, but I'm going to back up a little bit. I had a problem like that with my grandson a couple of years ago. And when I tell you this boy disrespected me, he talked crazy to me. He told me I could take my cheating fuckery to my grave. I raised this boy. I didn't raise him to talk to me like that. But his grandfather died. See, this young man is his grandfather's biological grandchild. So my husband's daughter is the biological mom. So he felt like he could just say what he wanted to say to me because back in the day, you did this, you did that. I did a whole lot of stuff back in the day. I did a lot of stuff when I was married to your grandfather back in the day. I'm not that same person that I was back in the day. And if your grandfather was alive, he wouldn't be that same person either. The only reason I didn't smash on his ass, was because me and his mother, his biological mother, was just getting our relationship back together, and I didn't want anything to spoil that. We were at her party, and I did not want anything to spoil that. I spoke on this on TikTok, because this happened a couple of years ago, but I spoke on this on TikTok, okay? And this boy hounded me as I was leaving the party. He hounded me, he disrespected me, he talked crazy to me. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm 68 years old. I wish to hell this little bitch, and that's what I'm gonna call him, a little bitch, because that's what he is. That's what he was acting like a bitch. So you call a bitch when a bitch is acting like a bitch, right? Okay, so this little bitch, if he ever comes to my face and says anything crazy to me, I'm gonna take off on his ass. If he whoop my ass, that's an ass whooping I'm gonna take. But it ain't gonna be the last ass whooping that's gonna be dished out. I dare him. How dare you? I don't give a fuck what I did back in the day. How dare you think you can say anything you want to me? How dare you think you can disrespect me? People say, oh, you know, when certain things happen in your family, you need to just keep it in your family. I'm not keeping nothing. I don't keep what I don't want to keep. I don't keep what's making me feel bad. You're not going to make me try to hurt my feelings and make me feel bad and think you just going to go on skipping happily ever after with your life. I gave you a job. I gave you a job. I gave you a grandfather's job that I did not have to give you. But I gave it to you because I wanted to see you succeed in life. You've gotten your inheritance. You have gotten your inheritance. You will never get another nothing from me. The only thing I want from you is an apology. And I may go to my grave never getting that apology. Because I used to hold grudges back in the day. I don't hold grudges no more because you are not going to rent space in my head for no amount of time when I'm sitting around here thinking about how you dog me, thinking about how you clown me and stuff. I think about it from time to time, but guess what? I'm past it. I might not be all the way over it, but I'm past it. But we wasn't talking about that. But I just wanted to bring that up because it has happened to me before and stuff, but it was under different circumstances. That's why I didn't address it. But right now, I'm taking the gloves off and can't nobody ever say anything crazy to me and think they're going to get away with it. Nobody. But I told this young lady, I said, you know what? I said, you need to stop all this disrespectfulness that your granddaughter is giving you. You need to stop. I said, because you don't deserve that. And I said, and I don't care what the situation is, what the deal is. You are her grandmother. She should be listening to you. She should be trying to learn something from you. You could not pay me when I was a child to say anything disrespectful to an adult. Wasn't happening. I'm 68 years old. I don't cuss around my mom. I don't feel comfortable saying cuss words around my mom. My children do not cuss around me. My grandchildren do not cuss around me. Now, if I have something to say and I want to do a little cussing, I say, Mama, I got something to say. It involves a little cussing. Is that okay? And she'll say, go on with your story. I'm listening. She said, it's okay. I don't disrespect my parents like that. I would never, ever disrespect my parents like that. If you have children in your life, whether it's your daughter, son, grandchildren, whatever, do not let your grandchildren, your children, do not let no young people disrespect you. You are not your children's friend. You guys become friends when you are no longer responsible for them. As long as you're responsible for them and you're taking care of them, you are not their friend. Do not let your grandchildren, our children, disrespect you. And when they do try to disrespect you, and when they do try to disrespect you, you clown, you get clowned where you clown at. So if you clown me in the grocery store, I'm not going to wait till I get you home to clown you. I'm going to clown you where you clown me. You started it, but I'm going to finish it. Don't accept any disrespect from your children, grandchildren, children, anybody. Don't accept any disrespect from your children. There's a lot of wisdom. Wisdom comes with age, okay? And the older I get, the more knowledgeable I get. It's a lot of things I did back in the day that I wouldn't dare do in 2024. I wouldn't do it in 2020. I wouldn't do it in 2015. I wouldn't do it in 2005. I wouldn't do it in 2000. But it's a lot of things that we did as us as young people, because believe it or not, we used to be 25. We used to be 30. We used to be 40. It's a lot of things we did back in the day that we look back on and say, what was I thinking? Why did I do that? When you get older, you do better. At least some of us do. When you know better, you do better. I know better, so I do better. I live a totally different type of life. I just wanted to talk a little bit about that, about disrespect. Talk a little bit about disrespectful young adults. Disrespectful young people who think it's okay to be disrespectful to their elders or whatever. It's not good. It's not a good look. It's not cool. Don't do it. And if they disrespect you, you check them. When they trying to call themselves checking you, you check them back, because a lot of seniors are scared of these people. I'm not one. I'm not scared. And like I said, if it ever came to me again, that disrespectfulness that I endured a couple of years ago, I promise you, it ain't gonna go down like it went down. I promise you that. And with that being said, this is Renee, the personal chef Renee, also known as Eating with Food for Thought Roberts. And today, this was a food for thought moment. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that subscription button, notification bell, subscribe, like, comment, help me with my channel. And I will see you on the next video, because I have a lot to talk about, and it's time for me to get back started on my YouTube. Not only will I be cooking food for the body, I'm going to be giving you food for the soul. And this was a food for the soul, food for thought moment. Thank you, everybody.